welcome to today's Halloween reading. I'm gonna try to guess your costume. Oh, it's gonna be tough. I don't think I'm gonna get your exact costume. This is so generalized with this pick a card here, but if we can get in the ballpark, I'll be pretty proud. You'll have to leave me a comment below to let me know. If you've never done this before, you don't know how these work. This is a pick a card tarot reading. It's very fun, and we're gonna throw some charms, do a little charm casting. And it starts out with these three piles here, and you'll pick one of the piles, whichever one really calls out to you. This is pile number 1. We've got the creepy Ouija. That's for my really brave dark folks. But we got black. I picked all tektites today. And the really cool thing about tektites is that they were melted earth materials. They're kind of glassy and shardy. It's not focusing for y'all. I'm sorry about that. But as you can see, every one of these has like these crazy shard-like, glass-like. They kind of break off real easy. But they are apparently, they're so cool. They're made of earth materials. That's why they're glass. But what happened was meteorites hit the earth, and they splashed up, that created glass that kind of melted all the material, and they splashed out into the atmosphere. And then they kind of, gravity sucked them all back down into Earth's atmosphere. So I picked tektites because it's Halloween, and they're known to be very extraterrestrial. They're also really cool because they bring in luck, protection, and healing. So it's gonna be kind of neat. We're gonna just do like a quick little fun read to see how your Halloween, maybe that whole week's gonna go for you. We'll just find out and see if I can't guess your costume or like the category it's in. We're gonna do our best. But pile number 1 here is black kyanite, and that has to do with your root chakra. It's about like connecting with your dreams, self-healing. All black, most black gems and rocks have a lot of protection to do with them. So protection against negativity, connects you to your past lives. So that's pile number 1 if you're feeling this area here. Pile number 2 is blue kyanite. This is the throat chakra right here. We got the big old giant amethyst heart going on. This is communication with a higher conscience. So this is like a really spiritual one. Same with amethyst. Amethyst is kind of well known as really opening up your third eye, and it really boosts a lot of your subconscious and higher self stuff. And then pile number 3 if you're feeling the crystal ball, and this is pink kunzite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kunzite. This stuff is crazy expensive. You have to buy it by the gram or ounce or something. They weigh it, and this little tiny thing was like 10 bucks. It's actually really heavy compared to all the other tektites that I've held and have. Crazy. But this one is connected with your heart and love. So this is pink kunzite, and the crystal ball is pile number 3. So take a deep breath, think about it for a sec. Whatever you're feeling, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. You can hit pause and really think. I like to close my eyes, look away, and then kind of come back, open my eyes, and whichever one really pulls me and draws me over to it first, that's usually the pile that's for you. And you can listen to more than one, so there's nothing wrong with that if you're feeling a couple of them. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna get started. All right, pile number 1. These are your cards. I like to pause and take notes and do a little thinking, a little deep thinking on things, but I do love to pull your charms live, so I thought we would go ahead and pull your charms real fast, and then I'm going to pause and think on that. I've already got some really pretty cool ideas coming through, so I can't wait to tell you what I think I've got, and we'll just give you a real quick little read. So these are your charms. I'm going to set them up right and take a look around, and we'll come right back. All right, pile number 1. Got your charms. You picked the Ouija. I love these. We picked these up. They're salad tongs, and my kids and I, we just can't put them down. Like, they go everywhere with us in the house. We're hand talkers now. It's so much fun. Anyways, back to business. So you were the black kyanite, which we already explained. It's a very ET, very Very extraterrestrial, very protective, beautiful, beautiful glass-like stone or rock. I'm not sure. Well, they call it a tektite, which I guess that'd be a rock. Anyways, a lot of rocks. So to me, it's one of our rock gem collections. So, and then overall, so you've got the Queen of Wands here, and so actually you've got two queens, which was pretty cool. You got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So what's funny is with both, these are the two most nurturing queens. And there's two queens. I was gonna start off. So you picked the pile number one had the Ouija, and here's a fun tidbit. If you don't know a lot about the history of it, I find it fascinating, the entire story of the Ouija. Don't play around with them if you don't have like heavy protection. I've got a lot of family on the other side, so I got big angels, and I'm not worried. But definitely don't be playing around. Right here, as you can see, this is just a box of mints, and I'm not worried having this laying around because until you give it light or dark intentions, nothing's going to happen. But definitely not something to play with. But the story behind it, the history of it, is really incredible. It turns out they made this board, and they were asking it. My daughter asked me this the other day. I don't know how it came up. She's been asking me for ghost stories every morning. She's very excited for Halloween season, and most of mine are too dark to tell her. But she says, how did they come up with the name Ouija board? And I told her what I learned was that they asked the board itself what it wanted to be called, and it spelled out Ouija, or that's how you pronounce it. Supposed to be the right way to pronounce it. And they asked, well, what does that mean? And then it spelled out luck. So apparently Ouija is an Egyptian word for luck. And it's hilarious to me that this thing became like a household board game. How wild is that? But that's a fun little facts there, or tidbits, I guess. I wasn't there. I can't claim them as facts, supposedly. But you've got two really nurturing queens, followed up by the Emperor. So you've got a lot of royalty happening here. I wouldn't be surprised if you were going to be like an Egyptian queen. Very lucky. I think your Halloween's going to be filled with luck, which is awesome. And then you've got the devil. Oh, everybody hates to pull the devil. He doesn't necessarily mean like evil's lurking in your life, but what it does usually entail is like you're drinking a little bit too much sugar, you're eating a little bit too unhealthy, and then of course obviously there's the stronger addictions. Basically it just means my cat's trying to play with my pendulum over there, which is super cool. He's helping. But the devil comes in to say you're a little getting carried away with whatever you're into. You're getting a little bit too into it, and maybe pull it back and get a little bit more control over that. And this protection and the self-healing, just the nurturing, like maybe you're going a little too hard in life and you need to take a little chill time for yourself. So as far as we got butterfly for the soul, which was followed by the fates, which is hilarious. So there's two winged critters right here, if you want to call them critters. And then the spider, very creative. I'm not saying you're going to be a spider, but spiders are known for being very creative. So maybe you made your own costume, or you're going to make it. It's something a little bit unusual. Not everybody's come up with it. It's very creative. And then we close out on the cleansing body and spirit card, which again goes back to the nurturing aspect. Just as far as like with the whole Ouija, and I was saying, bring in some heavy protection. Sometimes we get a little bit of negative buildup in our lives, and taking like a nice salt bath and just imagining washing all the bad negative things in your life down the drain, just mentally, it can do wonders. And then you start clean and fresh, and it's very nurturing. You just want to cleanse the soul, the spirit a little bit, and that will help with whatever this addictive habit could be. Maybe we're just get a little carried away in the month of October. I don't know. I don't judge. What you do, you. It could be as simple as like just eating too much sugar. So maybe keep that a little bit in check. It's really funny. I thought I had you pegged. I was like Egyptian queen for sure. But the emperor's like boss running the show, male figure. I got male and female with the devil. You could be something as dark. When I put the Ouija the tin out, I was like, oh, this is my dark, scary, spooky crowd. Like, definitely, because we got the devil over the spider. And I was like, they're going to stick to classic, dark Halloween theme. But then as I pulled the cards, I was like, oh, wait, what? This is so summery. I got so much summer. I got so much water. It makes me think like mermaid, mystical, or a fish, like octopus for some reason is popping in my head. But we got like seahorse and starfishes. So I'm thinking you're something to do with fish or water. I know I'm casting a really broad net here, but this is a general reading. It's all I can really do. But the butterfly and the fairy kind of make me think something whimsical, but more so the wings here, and the wings with the summer. I'm going to guess you're like a bee or a ladybug somewhere in there. Also another insect. We got a lot of that going on, so I don't know. You kind of got me baffled. There's a lot of guesses. Oh, the little monster. He reminds me of the fry guy, the McDonald's fried guy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're eating too much fast food. That's their devil. I don't know. But yeah, he's so cute. But yeah, you're either going on like the really spooky end, but it's probably you're crafting like a little bit of your own, maybe not just a purely store-bought costume, but maybe you're piecing together something really cool. I hope you let me know. I pulled some fun numbers for you. I got 14, 23, 16, 21, 8, and 18. Those could be important dates or just numbers that stand out to you, possibly birthdays, or just remember, maybe it's a reminder of a birthday coming up in October. In our family, we have a ton of them. So whatever those numbers mean to you, they're going to help you out this month. Remember to do some heavy cleansing for your spirit and your soul and nurture yourself. You need a little bit more nurturing. So I've also got, we could do a yes or no question. So I want you to think of a yes or no question. And before we do that, we'll end on that. But before we do that, I have to bust out my beautiful Halloween. It's way too big to fit the frame. My Halloween. Oh my goodness. I have my charm pumpkin that I can't get out of the way here. Super organized, like I said. So Halloween Wheel of Fortune. We're gonna spin you. Oh my word. I did not set up very properly. Pile 1 always gets it worst. I'm always like trying to get it together. Maybe that's how you feel lately, and it could correlate. I don't know. So your Halloween fortune. Oh, my kittens are gonna jump on this. Says, you will live a long and happy life. Oh my goodness, it was this one right here. I moved the arrow, but you will live a long and happy life. That's great. So think of your yes or no question. Everybody meet Dragon. He's been rolling around in my plants, so he's dirty. So I happen to have the world's prettiest, most beautiful pendulum board ever. I love this thing. I'm going to try. I don't always have the best luck with the pendulum. I did last read. That was fantastic. We're going to hope we can get a good clear answer like that again. Sometimes it's just very unclear for me. So I really hope that you've been thinking and focusing on a yes or no question that you have for around the time of Halloween. We'll see what we can come up with for you. Let's see. Oh dear. As I was just saying, I got unclear. Your answer is unclear. I'm not sure what your question was, but that's not really going to help you out much. I apologize. Maybe it's more of a thing where you had with your cards and your reading, I'm going to say maybe it's something that really can't be answered with a yes or no question. Like maybe you're going to have to look within. The Emperor is kind of a boss and he makes his own decisions, so I don't know. Good luck. Sorry about that. I do appreciate you clicking in today, and I can't wait to hear what everybody's going to be for Halloween. Please let me know below. Please subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you around. I appreciate your time, and happy Halloween. Thank you, Pile 1. All right, pile number 2, you had a really fun, I am digging your read. These are your cards. I like to pull the charms live. But it's funny, I was focused on your read and I have a really good play out. I love this. This is pretty cool. And then I like went to film it and I got this all of a sudden. I was so focused and ready to rock. And then I just got this like total scatterbrain, like nervous, like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to remember to tell them how cool this is. So maybe you've been feeling a little bit that way. I'm catching like a lot of youngster vibes, like maybe not inexperienced at something, but maybe you're facing something right now that you're like, I don't know if I can do this. Just weird initial vibes. Okay, forget about that. Here we go. Pile number 2. You picked the amethyst, gorgeous, and heart. And also you picked the blue kunzite, or kunzite. I don't know if I say that right. I should look up the pronunciation because I genuinely don't know it. But again, it's really cool. This has ties to the heart and love, also known for healing. If you're sick, get you some blue kunzite, and it helps heal illnesses and stuff. So I think that's pretty fascinating. But it's funny because that's the heart and love, and you picked the amethyst heart, which is cute. I don't have like a whole lot of I'm getting like a love reading out of this or nothing, but just a lot of heart stuff. Heartfelt, young feeling. I like your read. You have a fun read. So here's your charms. Oh, I feel like they're not scattered too well. I like to hit pause and flip them all upright and then focus a little bit, and then we'll come right back and explain them. Okay, pile number 2. This is really fun. You have a really, I like when we get cool, interesting reads. So we start out with the 5 of Pentacles, which means you're kind of been, this is for Halloween and the time around Halloween, just like a general overview. And I'm also going to try to guess your costume throughout this, or at least the category. We'll try to get in there somewhere what we can figure out on your costume, if you're dressing up at all. Hopefully you are. I hope everybody does. The 5 of Pentacles, he can represent feeling like you're out in the cold. I don't know why you would feel like that. Maybe you feel a little bit shunned, but really you're going to be okay. So not to worry there. It's followed by the Knight of Wands. So just hang in there. A lot of like feeling young at heart. Again, followed by strength. So we got cold, which makes me think maybe you're going to be a polar bear or a penguin, something to do with cold. Maybe you live where it's cold and you have to design your costume around staying warm actually on Halloween night. I'm not sure. So we've got the Knight of Swords, or Knight of Wands, sorry. Knight of Wands. So staying young at heart. And then we got Strength, which is Leo, lion vibes, really strong. So we're feeling a little bit down, left out. And then we get these fun, strong vibes. And then you've got 2 pages. You got the Page of Swords followed by the Page of Cups. That's crazy to me. So it's really, really weird, but a lot of adventure. These guys can be, pages are meant to be a younger, like a younger nature, a younger vibe. It doesn't mean that you're young, but maybe you're feeling that way or acting that way. It's just, I'm getting like youngster vibes, like maybe a costume that has to do with being young at heart. Again, your thing is you get heart all over this. So maybe there's a heart in your costume. Are you the Queen of Hearts? I'm not sure. I also got with this TikTok, I was like, oh, with all the clocks and the whimsical, I'm getting like steampunk or Alice in Wonderland vibes. So maybe the Queen of Hearts could be in there somewhere. The Wheel of Fortune is fantastic. That just means I'm getting so many circles. Look at all these wheels. I get like steampunky bike vibes, but mostly just circles. Your entire thing has got so many circles, and so maybe it means you're coming full circle. The Wheel of Fortune is a very lucky card. It means you're about to close out one cycle and begin a new one. So I've got a lot of adventure in here. So maybe you're just feeling like the beginning of like the month of October, maybe you're feeling a little bit shunned or left out, just not sure what to do because maybe you're on a new path is about to start for you. I'm not sure. Communication fell on Strength, so maybe if you need a pick-me-up, call a friend. Get in touch with a friend that would help you gain some strength, because your strength is there. It's all within us. You have to dig it out and try to get it. This right here is so much fun. You know when you get a wristband at the carnival? I cut this off, but again, that fell on with the umbrella and getting a lot of cool props. I think you're going to have a really cool prop. And where this is the heart your pile number 2, your whole thing is all about young at heart and hearts, love, things like that. So I'm getting a ton of your heart chakra with this blue kunzite. Makes me think that you're going to have a cool necklace in your costume, or a neck piece, maybe a tie, again, like the Alice in Wonderland vibes. Something to do, maybe a collar, or you know how clowns have those cool, I don't have a lot of clown stuff, but these bikes, maybe the unicycle, how the clowns have that cool neck froofy thing, the collar thing. Maybe something like that. I'm not totally sure. And then it could also go on this really fun path too, where we got MailoniKat. That makes me think like, initially I got, oh, and then you've got like the bride wedding dress, probably like a zombie bride or something, I don't know. That's pretty funny. That came up in the wild section. So maybe you're doing something like a crazy bride. I don't know. But initially when I pulled a MailoniKat, I saw all these big cats, and then right underneath the Leo, the lion, I was like, oh, they're going to be a big cat. And then it hit me. I was like, Carol Baskin vibes. This is like Tiger King all over it. I wouldn't be shocked if you were doing like a safari animal or something to do with Tiger King, or very fantasy. I was gonna say fantastical, but yeah, I mean same thing. Steampunk, Alice in Wonderland vibe. Something to do with like a cool neck piece for your costume, and yeah. Oh, so I like to close on like a whole. My whole thing for you is you're about to come full circle. Whatever this new adventure you're going through is, it feels like you're a little uncertain. You got a lot of young vibes, which is kind of like stepping out. You just need to gain some more confidence. And you're having some impulsive thoughts or something, but you just need to you need to come full circle. Maybe you're about to come full circle on your new adventure. I'm not totally sure. But that and your heart, this joy and delight, that's like the best card you could end on. This is like my advice card at the end here, and it just says roll the dice. So maybe you're pretty uncertain about something coming up or what you're going through at the moment. If you feel like you're impulsively rolling the dice and you're not super sure, there's like a young vibe about it that makes you a little bit unsure, but you just need a little bit more confidence, and you'll be okay. It's going to end in joy and delight. So no better note to end on than that. I have some lucky numbers for you: 4, 19, 10, 1, 36, and 15. And those can be anywhere from like significant birthdays or dates of the calendar, just numbers that stand out to you that can help you out this month. That's what I pulled. Next, I want you to think of a yes or no question for me. We're going to try to do the pendulum. Don't always have great luck. Last pile, they got unclear. But that could mean several things in itself. So give me a yes or no question. And in the meantime, we are going to, we're going to do a Halloween. I have this giant, it doesn't even fit in here, this giant wheel of fortune. We're going to spin. I have my charm jar in the way, so I can't get the whole thing in here, but just know we're about to spin you a Halloween fortune, and my kitten's probably gonna come jump on it. So looks like nice surprises are just ahead. So yeah, that kind of correlates with your reading, I suppose. Nice surprises. Again, I think it's gonna end in a joyful ending. You're about to come full circle on something, and it's gonna have a good ending. So think of a yes or no question. I'm gonna grab my pendulum board. Say hello to the world's cutest pendulum board. I love this. My daughter, I got her the black one. It's so cute. They're both, I can't decide which one's prettier. I love them both. I'm a very big fan. And these are our salad tongs. We just cannot put these things down. My kids and I were running through the house. I mean, everything. They're terrible. They're terribly wonderful. Love them. So they're joining us for the Halloween read. I think it's very fitting. Some cat hair in there for you. Okay, so think of a yes or no question and really focus on it. I'm going to do my best to get you a pendulum, yes or no. Sometimes it lands on maybe or unclear, and that in itself could be a message having to do with your questions. So let's see what we get. I'm hoping to get you a yes or no. Focus on your question. I'm saying that's a yes. I believe I got a yes. A pretty pretty clear yes. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Nothing's set in stone. Remember, with tarot, it's just a guidance to give you ways to work through things that maybe might be popping up in your life. You have free will. It's just letting you know things that can help you through what might be coming up. So that yes, I hope it's a good, happy thing. And if you didn't want it to be yes, it just means try to take steps to make sure that doesn't happen. I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the funnest Halloween. Please do write below and let me know what your costume is going to be, or if you're not going to dress up at all. I'm not even sure. I say every year I'm going to go all out, and I never do, so maybe that's you as well if you're pile number 2. Who knows? But, you know, if we guessed one of your costumes, and I do hope you have the funnest, safest Halloween ever. Take good care of yourself, drink plenty of water, take some vitamins, and take care of your heart. I love that you had the heart love full circle piled. I think you're gonna have a fabulous Halloween. Thank you so much, pile number 2. We'll see you. My goodness, I hope you did not click out yet, pile number 2, because I have more for you. I realized this whole time that I was getting my pink kunzite mixed up with my blue kyanite. Yeah, your entire read, I felt like really scatterbrained and all over the place. That's so crazy, because I began so focused, and then all of a sudden it just got a little unfocused. But I realized that I told you, let's see, I do take notes because I'm like, ooh, that's a cool point. So let me look back. I think, yeah, when I was like, I think you're gonna have a cool neck piece or something like that, like the collar. Actually, the blue kyanite, gosh, I keep getting it mixed up with the kunzite. They're very close, two K noises, and they're very close. But this is actually represents communication with a higher conscience. It's also really good for healing when you're sick, like I said. But the main thing it associates with is your throat chakra. That's why I was saying the necklace or the necktie piece. I think you're going to have something to do with the neck, something in your costume. The big showpiece is going to be on your neck. Just wanted to make that note. I don't know how I did that, but I caught myself before editing. I was like, oh, I'm actually trying to move on to number 3, and I just can't. So I don't know, but you did have the heart, so I mean, everything with the heart's true and all that, but for some reason I got a little bit confused on my kyanite here. Just thought I'd make a quick note for y'all. Maybe you're feeling really confused. I sure am, my word. Have a blessed, wonderful Halloween. Love to you. All right, welcome pile number 3. These are your cards. Normally I pause to do the charms. I think I'm just gonna actually wing it off the cuff for you as we go. You picked the magic ball, the crystal ball. Ooh, love it. And the pink kunzite, and I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Kunzite. This stuff is really rare, I guess, is why it's so expensive. It's really heavy compared to the other tektites that I have. When I first picked it up, I was like, whoa, that's kind of wild. But your whole read is really cool, and I can't totally make of it other than you're gonna have a fabulous Halloween. Like, you pulled what I wish to have as a Halloween. So we're gonna discuss it as I pull the charms, because normally I kind of do them separate, but we're gonna try to just do one off the cuff here. So here's some charms for you. Let's see what happens there. Wow, I feel like we need a couple more. Oh, cool. Okay, so we've got communication. I've got the unicycle, unique, probably rare with the kunzite and the gold star. We've got communication over the Ace of Pentacles. We've got a couple of oceany vibes. I see mermaid, drinks, cool drinks, which to me means like celebrating. Bike. That's a couple bikes. Man, last pile pulled the same bikes. Okay, seahorse. You got this crown. This crown is so much fun. This is from Vera Wang's Princess perfume. I don't know if anybody recognizes that, but that's really fun. I don't get like princess vibes per se, but I do get whimsical. I'll tell you, I'm gonna be really honest. Your read is really weird. Are you planning to not dress up for Halloween? Are you planning to stay home for Halloween? I kind of feel like maybe you weren't gonna dress up at all, but I feel like your kids might, or your family will. I got the weirdest thing. I was like, well, they're either going to have a quiet and serene evening at home for Halloween, or they're gonna do like family costumes where everybody has a theme, like the whole family's Mario Bros or something. So I can't really, we're just gonna talk through this. This is different, okay? So, so really cool. You've got the Ace of Pence and then the Empress, and then it's followed by the Ten of Pence. So you've got the Ace of Pence. That's the start of a new beginning, which is amazing. That's like, it's all good. Everything's gonna work out. This is a new opportunity, and it's a good one. There's a lot of potential for success. The Empress is the same thing. If you're not pregnant, it means like you could be birthing a new idea. It doesn't exactly mean pregnant, but it's funny because as I was pulling these cards, this one came out again. This dolphin comes up in every pile number 3 I ever pull. It's the weirdest thing. And I didn't want to add her. I was like, I almost want to pop it back in the deck and ignore that one and just get one that I pull myself, because I was like, no. But it was really funny because she's pregnant, and then the Empress is pregnant. So maybe you're going to be, if you are dressing up, because that was the whole theme here, we're trying to guess your costume, maybe you're going to be like a funny pregnant something, pregnant zombie, pregnant, you know, like the redneck pregnant lady. I don't know. I don't really get that, but I thought that was interesting. So if you're not pregnant, not trying to get pregnant, that doesn't mean anything that you pulled these. Don't get like nervous because it just means that you're about to birth a new idea, which correlates pretty cool with the Ace of Pence, because that just means a brand new opportunity is coming in, maybe right around the Halloween time. I didn't set dates for this. I was just like week before, week after, you know, the end of October-ish. So, and then, so really cool. The Ace of Pence, and between the Ace of Pence and the Ten of Pence is the Empress. So, wow, like you really couldn't have a better potential. This is like happily ever, if, blah. Sorry. So this, I'm just too excited. This is the happily ever after card, this Ten of Pence. This means like full happy home, marriage, like everybody, just a gorgeous, wonderful, successful home life. Like all you got mom, dad, the kids, everybody's there. So either you're doing a Halloween party and you're having everybody there in the family. It's very family oriented Halloween for you, or, which is really weird because all of this is crazy together, goes together really good. And then at the end of it, you have the Hermit. So I'm like, the Hermit's all about solitude, solitary, withdrawing within, like from those around you to really focus inward. And I can't really understand, especially with that crown on there. Like, I would have said maybe with the Empress and the crown, get like Princess Peach vibes, or maybe like a princess or queen vibes, but not really. I'm just getting like huge feminine energy. Like maybe you're a prominent, like this could be considered a witch, but not like a scary spooky witch. Maybe you're a happy witch. And then this, I get a little bit of fairy vibes, but happy. I get a lot of like young, like not young, but like kid themes, like something wholesome. I don't think you're going to be anything gruesome. I think you're going to go on more like kid friendly. Maybe you're like a teacher, you're doing something around a lot of kids, so your costume is going to be like really happy and not threatening or scary or spooky. Maybe you just have like a calm, happy Halloween, nothing too crazy. It's really weird. And then it's funny because I didn't want to pull this this dolphin card because I was like, man, she always comes up on pile number 3. So I was trying to refuse her, but then it's funny because I let it fly because I was like, well, looks a lot like this manatee card over here. We've got the same blue-green vibes, so maybe you're like a mermaid, which didn't pop up. Oh no, she did. Just kidding, she's there. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, never mind, I take it back. We've got the mermaid. I can't handle myself. I'm such a kid right now. I've got these tongs, these skeletons. I can't put them down. My kids won't put them down. We are the worst. We are just hand talking all over the house with these. It's the best. But yeah, there's your mermaid. I'm getting like very whimsical, especially where you have the crystal ball and the happy, it's looking like, well, with the communication too, I didn't say this, but Ace of Pentacles, maybe you're going to get an important work call that for this new opportunity. I can't quite tell what's happened on there, but definitely successful. Like whatever, something to do with earth magic makes me think always like dirt, gardening, plants, something like, I don't know if you work in some kind of I'm getting like nursery vibes. I'm getting like hardcore teacher kids vibes. And then I'm also getting like you take care of plants or something. I can't really peg it. And we're trying to pick your costume, but I'm trying to also give you like a little bit of a tarot read as well. It's funny, this dolphin, so I was like, I'm still pulling a card. I don't care. I'll keep the dolphin, fine. But I'm still pulling another card, which popped up the snake, which just means creation. So look at this though, incredible. You've got happy, happy, and then happiness. You couldn't pull a better spread, really. And then just joy all over. Look at this. It's almost like, I feel like I'm just doing like what you'd want to hear kind of thing. But I don't really see such a happy spread this often. There's usually one in there that's like, whoa, but watch out for that. But I gotta tell you, your Halloween is looking really wholesome and really fun. I've seen the barbecue here. I'm seeing some celebration. When I pull drinks, that's like a party. So maybe like a work party, a school party, a family party. Not sure on that. But I have some fun numbers for... Oh, wait, before we move on, because I keep forgetting in all the other reads. So the pink kite represents the heart chakra. So I'm imagining maybe you have a cool chest piece, something that goes over your heart, maybe like armor, or again with the mermaid, maybe you have a cool, like, I'm thinking yours is a super appropriate costume. I don't think you're doing anything like a college party that you'd wear something a little risque. I think like maybe you have like coconuts over and a shirt underneath, you know, something like that. But definitely a lot of mermaidy vibes happening here, and something to do with your heart. If you do dress up as like, again, cool shirt, so maybe a focal point of your costume has to do with your heart. I don't know. Or you're just gonna have a quiet, you're gonna turn the lights off that evening and pretend like you're not home. It's going one of two ways, and that's really weird. So it makes it kind of hard to sound like, I like to really win people over when they're skeptics, but this one's just like, yeah, you got a 50-50% chance, so I'm not really winning you over on this one. But I've got some lucky numbers for you. They might just be dates, they might just be numbers that mean something to you, doesn't matter. 32, 30, 9, 28, 35, and 4. Tons of 30s in there. That's a lot of 30s numbers. So again, like school, are you having to buy like treats or something for a school class party? Like these numbers to me sound a little bit like you're doing something that's going to involve like a school, like a classroom size of amount of people or something. I could be totally off on that. But also, before you go, I want to quickly do a Wheel of Fortune, and then I'm going to try to get you a yes or no question, or yes or no answer to any question. So try to think of a yes or no question for me, and we will bust out the pendulum. I have this adorable Halloween. It doesn't fit, it's so big with my setup right now, but I'll try to show you the bottom. So cute, Wheel of Fortune. So I like to spin my spinner here. See if we can get you a Halloween fortune. And then think of a yes or no question, and we'll do the pendulum. Oh, you're right in the middle there. Ooh. Normally I would just go ahead and pull it one way or another, but we're going to take both. So something lost will come back to you, and the future is bright for you. Wow. Very cool. Oh, so that phone, there was a really cool little charm with the phone on the new beginning. Maybe something, maybe you get a phone call from the past that brings upon an opportunity. I'm just getting a lot of like acceptance, success, unlimited potential, unlimited success. I think success popped up like 3 times in my notes because I take notes while I do these. Just words that really pop out, and I see like a whole bunch of the same things. So yours just couldn't get better, really. You're gonna have a very happy, very chill Halloween. And say hello to the world's cutest pendulum board ever. I adore this one. My daughter's got one a little bit cuter. Hers is black, but they are so precious. I adore this. Got it off Etsy. I should really link that chick's store below because I'm so happy with my purchase. Alrighty. I would like you to focus on a yes or no question for me. Do your best. Just play it over in your head a couple of times while it's going to take a moment. So just have that question rolling around in your head. We're going to see if we can get you hopefully a somewhat clear answer. And while we're doing that, remember, tarot is not set in stone. It's merely guidance to help you out with things that could possibly pop up in the future. Well, we're going to have to redo. My cat decided to help you out. Luna, no. She's a big helper. She can lay right here, but she can't be grabbing it. You're manipulating it. Maybe that'll have to do with your actual end answer, the outcome, huh? You can, that's what I was saying though. With tarot, it's literally just a loose guidance to help you through things that might possibly come up, like conflicts or problems. Just things that are gonna help you out through it. So if you get an answer you don't like, remember you have free will and you can always work towards changing that outcome. Take the steps needed to do that. So the way this is, man, I can't tell. Oh, I'm gonna say yes. Pile number 2 also pulled a yes. So hopefully it was a good question with a good outcome. I hope yes is a good outcome for you. Yeah, cool. I love your reading. You had a wonderful reading, pile number 3. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And please do remember to drink plenty of water. Pray for everybody over in Ian. That was just awful. And just put out some good vibes for everybody out there. Take plenty of vitamins. Take good care of yourself. Your Halloween looks beautiful. I appreciate your time. Please let me know below if you want to comment how you plan to spend your Halloween, if you are going to dress up or not. So I'd be interested to know. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful day.